everyone, welcome to Bible/chat. We chat about the Bible. Hey, John.
Welcome. Good intro. Nice
I know, thank you. I'm trying to get through
very
that
impressive.
very quickly.
Very impressive.
So this week is, Passion Week or Holy Week,
Yeah.
right? Which leads into Good Friday and then Easter.
Right.
And we don't celebrate those other traditions, maybe, but we celebrate Good Friday. We acknowledge that, and of course Easter, Resurrection Sunday.
Yep.
And so as we are headed down that path and look forward to Good Friday and especially on Sunday, Sunday morning, why do we celebrate this day, this holiday?
Yeah, that's good.
What is the significance of Easter?
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, I think it's actually a huge topic. We were just discussing this. I think the issue of the resurrection is so massive.
It is.
And these are like chats. So what we're thinking about doing is next week just doing a whole series of just discussions on the implications of the resurrection, how important it is, and why. But the reason for the resurrection, the clearest place where we look at just the reality of why we celebrate Easter is from Matthew 28, I think. Matthew 28, verse 1, he says, "Now after the Sabbath, that is after Saturday, it began to dawn toward the first day of the week." Obviously, that's very clearly Sunday morning at dawn. It says, "Mary Magdalene and the other Mary came to look at the grave, and behold, a severe earthquake had occurred. An angel of the Lord descended from heaven and came and rolled away the stone and sat upon it." Yeah. And they say to him, the angel says to them in verse 5, "The angel said to the women, 'Do not be afraid, for I know you are looking for Jesus who has been crucified. He is not here, for he is risen, just as he said. Come, see the place where he was lying.'" Yeah. Right? In other words, he's alive. Yeah. Right? Now, does that mean we need to celebrate this holiday and have a special time to do that? No. There's a lot of things in the Holy Week that I think we don't celebrate. Right. Not that doing them is necessarily wrong. Right. They do come from church tradition, but to have a special holiday and all the things that go with it, we don't have to do that just because this text is here in the Bible. Right. And yet, it's such an important reality that Christ has been raised from the dead, and so it is a day that we remember and remind ourselves again about the realities of the resurrection and the implications of it. Yeah. And so what that does is it gives us sort of a platform to discuss the issue of the resurrection. Yeah. That's so important because it is what it means to be a Christian. There's so much that's attached to that. Right. And so we live in a world with people that don't understand this, that don't know the resurrection, that don't know these things as they ought, and yet on Easter, because of traditions in America, they're willing to come to church. Yeah, it's amazing. And so what a blessing to be able to just get those people into the church and then just share the gospel with them. That's what we're going to do on Sunday. If you're listening to this, it's probably going to get posted on Sunday, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about the gospel, and we're going to talk to people about how to get to heaven. Right. And that's what we're going to do on Friday, on Good Friday. Yeah. We're going to talk about the reality of the crucifixion of Christ and what he did for us and what that means. We're going to take communion together as a church. Absolutely. So the reminders of those things and everything that goes into that are so important. Now, there's lots of traditions that have been kind of piled on top, but those traditions aren't either good or bad. We're not obviously there's some people tie it back to Babylon and Ishtar, and some people talk about the eggs. It's all fertility stuff. All sorts of things like that. Yeah. Probably true. Some of that. None of those things are neither here nor there. Right. Unless you're worshiping Ishtar, the goddess of fertility. Right. You're not doing that. Yeah. But we are celebrating the reality that Christ has been raised from the dead, and it's an opportunity for us to present the gospel. Absolutely. So that gives us a good platform for those things. Yeah. I mean, the resurrection, massively important, obviously. Yeah. Can't be a Christian without it. Yeah. So next week, we'll unpack more and more of the implication, significance of Totally, awesome doctrine. So we'll think some theological deep thoughts. Yes, absolutely. I'll ask you. You're smarter than I am. Anyway, thank you so much. Happy Easter, and hope you can join us at church on Sunday.